Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Health Hero interview. My name is Kate Cherry, and I'm an independent consultant with R1 International. I also run the Athena Network, business networking and development for female professionals. And I'm joined here today by the lovely Anna Shephard of two businesses, Go Tribe and Momentum VA. And Anna and I worked together previously when we ran Harpenden Connect Business Network together, and she now runs that herself. Hi, Anna.
Okay, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So our paths have crossed now for
Five
six,
years,
seven,
5, 6 years.
yeah, 8 years maybe. Yeah, we occasionally have one of those. Every few months we have like a little networking lunch, the two of us, and just compare ideas. And we had one of these, uh, a couple of months ago, and Anna shared a bit about something she was planning and something she wanted to do. And I thought, right, well, come on and let's do an interview and you can tell people about that because that's quite inspirational. So I'm going to, before jumping ahead to that, I'm just going to ask Anna to tell you a bit more about her two businesses, what they do. So how do you help people? What do you do?
Thank you, Kate. Yes, so as you say, I've got two businesses. My day business is Momentum 360, which is an outsourced accounts department. So for some clients, we do their weekly bookkeeping. For some, we also do all the admin that surrounds that, like invoicing, credit control, supply correspondence. And then our lovely accountant does all the end of year stuff. So we can be of as little or as much help as people need. And then there's Go Tribe, which is a bit more connected to what you were saying now. It's a virtual networking membership for freelancers and solopreneurs. And the idea is to bring people together in a community to combat isolation and help people with all the challenges that come with being a freelancer, like constantly worrying about where the next job is going to come from, and wearing a million hats in your business and working long hours for not much in return. And that's really what we want to bring together through networking and community and well-being events. So yeah, that's my two businesses.
And I am a member of Go Tribe. So I attend in fact, it was attending your new group in Welling that gave me the inspiration to launch very different. We don't compete, but
Yeah,
our Athena Welling Hatfield last year. So I'm incredibly grateful because that you launched that because that led to another phase in my business as well. And being a member of Go Tribe, I've got all the dates in my diary. So it's great to be able to have all this online yoga, wellbeing sessions, networking that you can just tap into when you want
yeah,
to. So you don't have to go to them all. You can just tap into
yeah,
all that for currently for me £8 a month. But yeah, it's a really
yeah.
good deal. So when we were chatting, you talked about the fact that one day you might like to write a book. And for something you feel really passionate about from personal experience, and a lot of people I meet in networking, it's the same thing, is about burnout and people, welly it, launching a business, and especially freelancers, sole traders. And you do have a small team, don't you? So you have the girls that you work
Yes,
with as well
yes.
and associates. So you don't necessarily need to just be on your own to have that situation. But yeah, tell us more. So tell us why you're passionate about this and what would be your big tips about that.
Yeah, so Momentum 360 was my first business that I started 7 years ago, and I did start out as a freelancer, just me working away on my own, and I loved it. Everybody goes into freelancing because, or well, most people go into freelancing because they want flexibility and they want freedom, and you have all that. But then I got to a point where I had too much work, and I was very close. I realized only afterwards that I was very close to burnout. And I felt that I had to make some changes. So over the last few years, I've been doing a lot of research on mental well-being, on work-life balance, on kind of what people call anti-hustle culture nowadays. So I really do believe in that concept. And to me, self-care and well-being doesn't just mean working less or going to regular pamper sessions, um, or visiting the spa every week. To me, it means doing what I want when I want to and where I want to. Um, So I have incorporated lots of little things into my schedule. Rather than just waiting for the annual holiday, I do things that I love every week. Like once a week, I go to a coffee shop by myself, and I work from there. So it's still all working, and I'm still getting stuff done. But it feels like I'm getting away from my desk and I'm doing something that I actually enjoy because it's a different environment and a different atmosphere. Um, so yeah, and even sometimes I still end up working long hours. Um, but it's when I want to, and when it's work that I have fun doing, and a lot of that has to do with sticking to my boundaries, knowing how much work I want to do and what kind of work I want to do, and also optimizing my diary. I've been working on optimizing my diary a lot. Um, Single tasking is a big aspect. I used to kind of do 100 things at once and then feel really overwhelmed at the end of the day. And now I can work an 8, 9 hour day and feel like I've only just woken up, um, just purely through single tasking, which has been a game changer in my mental well-being. And then, as you said, with Go Tribe, we do yoga every week, which has been great. It's kind of having a bit of time out from the business, but not. It's only half an hour long, so it doesn't take up a whole day or a lot of time. So it's all these little changes that feel like they make a big difference. And another big thing that I've implemented is that on Fridays I work a longer day, but I don't do any meetings. So I literally have a day where I can finish all my client work. Because I used to spend the weekends not really having time to work, but worrying about work all day, all day, every day. And then now I can finish everything by Friday night and actually relax over the weekend without thinking, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. So that's been a game changer. And with all of this in mind, with the mental well-being aspect and the efficiency and the productivity, um, that's what I want to write a book on. Because I've always dreamt of writing a book. I just never knew what about. But this is something I feel very passionate about, and this is also the reason why I started Go Tribe, because I wanted to help other people achieve this kind of work-life balance as well through community, not through me telling everybody what to do or having like one-to-one sessions. Because I'm not a coach, and yeah, I wouldn't want to be either. It's just all about building a community and providing resources that people can tap into to to find that better work-life balance. And yeah, that's what I want to write the book about. So yeah, that's a
I love it.
bit about my motivation.
I'll be the first to buy it, definitely. I love the idea of single tasking because I'm a big believer. It's controversial. Everyone says women are good at multitasking, blah, blah, blah. No, we're not. We can start loads of things, but we don't
Yeah,
necessarily finish them properly, or, they'll just stay a bunch of things,
yeah, that's
a bunch
enough.
of things unfinished. So I occasionally check myself and sort of go, right, there's all these things on my list, and which usually makes you have analysis paralysis, and you just sit there going, well, I'll just do emails instead. And I circle one of them and go, that one's next. And I just
Yeah,
do it. But I will still go down the rabbit hole. I'll open up, say I need to go to a website in particular. I go to that website and then I'm like, oh, other thing, emails, da da da. And then what was I doing? So
yes,
single tasking I love. And the weekend thing, I do find a lot of, I 100% respect that you've managed to manage to manage your time so
yeah,
that you're not doing all that stuff on the weekend. Because I know in the first few years in my business, my health and wellbeing business, Sunday 4 o'clock was the time I wouldn't do any outreach to customers and potential customers, but I would like, well, maybe unless someone's doing our 30 days to healthy living, they might hear from me on a Sunday. But 4 o'clock on a Sunday was the time I plan my week and who am I going to speak to. I don't do that anymore. COVID, I think for me, the pandemic
yeah,
got me more balance, I think. And I think we all had a sort of sod it year, didn't we? And it's just like, no.
yes,
Um, but I have noticed it's creeping back, not with me, but I have people messaging me or emailing me on a Sunday. And it's like, I'm not particularly religious. It's not about that. It's about this is the weekend. This is our, even if you've chosen not to shut down, maybe use the schedule function on your emails for
Yeah.
that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not deliberate, but you kind of make other people feel bad they're not working, maybe. But also it's like, dude, shut down. You know what
Yes.
I mean? I think it's really important, especially with you, because you've got three kids, haven't you? So
Yes.
with the three kids as well, you're busy enough, so you should be able to put it down for the weekend. I mean, with exceptions, of course, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's amazing. And so,
Yeah.
what call to action do you have? How can people interact with you and benefit from what you do? Um, what would
Well,
you like people to do?
um, I love talking to people. So even if it doesn't lead to any business, I'm always happy to chat and share my experiences. So people can find me at on my website, which is go-tribe.co.uk, um, for Go Tribe, and then momentum360.co.uk for the accounting. But yeah, I'd love to chat to anyone. I'm on LinkedIn as well. I can send you the link to that later. Um,
Yeah,
um, yeah, always happy to chat. And I find just on what you just said, I wanted to say quickly um, about people working on weekends and working long hours. I feel like it's kind of a badge of honor, isn't it? That you think to be important, I have to work 24/7. And I thought about this the other day, and I thought, who says that? That's really my main mission behind writing this book and doing this research, is to find a way to work whatever hours you want, really. Um, and it doesn't have to be 24/7 and still have a successful business. I mean, success means different things to different people. But I think it's all about, I mean, who makes the rule book? Who says you have to work 7 days a week to be successful? So I'm a bit stubborn. If people tell me this is what you have to do, I go, no, you don't. I'm going to prove you don't.
question it exactly. You
Yeah.
know, can that email wait? Do you really have to do it today? And I'm trying to get much better
Yeah.
at doing that. And
Yeah.
particularly these couple of weeks, someone might be watching this in July, but it's currently January. We're in the second working week of January. And, you know, there are still some things that I'm thinking, do you know what? No, that can wait a bit longer. It doesn't have,
Yeah.
I'm saying I have to do it now, but actually no one else is waiting for that. And it's not, no one's going to, you know, fall over and die because I haven't just done that thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, learning some
Yeah.
of those. It's the urgent, important quadrant thingy, isn't it? And learning
Yeah.
how to really appreciate. Well, who's putting that pressure on you? It's probably you.
Exactly, and your own expectations. And I always find that self-care sounds like a bit of a fluffy concept, and people go like, "Oh, but I want to have a successful business. I need to work all the time." And if it makes you happy, then why not? But I just feel that everything is connected. I was the other day. I had so much work on last week coming back from holiday, and then I had a lot of appointments in my diary, so I had very little work time. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to work, pull an all-nighter, which I used to when years ago when I was just before I hit burnout. And then then I remembered, every time I did, I'd get ill afterwards. I thought, why not cut your losses for those 2, 3 hours of work you might get in, but save hours of work that I'd otherwise have been unproductive. So I think self-care is a lot more than just a fluffy concept that everybody talks about and everybody thinks
Definitely.
it's
And I
not
think
important.
I think you've also, I hope you're making notes on what chapters should be in this book because I think defining success should be one of them because
Yeah,
someone's multiple thousands a month success, multiple tens of thousands a month success is going to be different to someone else who just wants work-life balance. Yeah.
exactly.
Um, Brilliant. It's been so great to speak to you. You are going to be tagged on this, and there'll be links. And if people are watching this on YouTube, there's links in the description.
Yes.
But thank you so much for your time, Anna. And if you'd like to speak to either of us, you know where to find us. So speak soon and take care.
Thank you for having me.